KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin Marbar. We're Sheffield here today. I was sort of cut all this out anyway. We've just seen Kell Brook absolutely destroy his #1 mandatory challenger, Jojo Dan. Must be over the moon.
Yeah, great performance. I mean, obviously, I think people forget he's been out since August, and obviously what happened with his leg. Fell over his feet, a bit eager because obviously he wanted to take him out, but man, the geezer hit so hard. I mean, he hit Jojo Dan in the first round. I could see Jojo Dan's face as if to say, "Oh my goodness." Yeah. And you know, I'm not saying Jojo Dan is a top 5 welterweight, or you know, but he just don't get beat like that. Do you know what I mean? And Kell Brook is an elite level fighter, and he's 34-0, unbeaten, and I believe he's unbeatable. I really do.
And Jojo Dan got himself in the same position Kell Brook did against Sean Porter.
The fight was perfect. We had to fight him. As it happens with Kell's injury, it was a perfect fight. Atmosphere, lights. Yeah, it was brilliant, mate.
Buffer.
It was great though, wasn't it? You know, it had that feel, and I think Kell's arrived tonight on a big stage. I think it was a really big night for him.
Sent a clear message out to Amir Khan, who's, I don't know, behind the scenes.
He doesn't have to send a message out to Amir Khan. He's IBF welterweight champion of the world.
I mean, you in the ring after.
Yeah, right. But it's frustrating, isn't it? You know, he's looking for an opponent. He's talking about Algeria. Fight Kell Brook for like 5 times the money or whatever, and a world title. But
kind of becoming a repetitive subject.
Yeah, but that's why we've got to move on, you know. I mean, I was giving it a little bit of banter in the ring because it was good fun. But ultimately, I don't think the fight's going to happen. So we've got to move on, haven't we? You know, Marquez. Well done, mate. All right. Rios. Thurman, although I think they want that in America. I think we've got to build him over here now. We've got a great opportunity. Another great fighter out there tonight, Carl Froch. Maybe he'll hang up his gloves, and I think we've got the perfect replacement to carry on at the elite level.
Why are you saying that then?
It's just an option, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I said after the cheers, mate. I said after the Groves fight, I don't know whether he'll fight again, and it's the same now.
But like I said, in Kell Brook here now, you wanted to get this mandatory out of the way, which it is now out of the way.
Well, now look at what he's got now. He's got like a year till he'll have to face his next mandatory, so at least 2 more fights that he can pick and choose. Oh, mate, he's world champion. He can do what he wants. I mean, he's in such a strong position.
We're talking about sort of July time.
Yeah, July
time. Bramall Lane, possibly.
Possibly. Obviously, they'll relay the pitch. So you know, here's a little bit small. You know, we just about sold out tonight. I thought it might move a little bit quicker, but to be honest with you, there's not many fighters that sell 10,000 tickets these days. You know, it's a lot of tickets to sell, and it's a fight that it was his homecoming fight. But Jojo Dan's not really a name that you can go out there and hammer on the streets and fill arenas. So to get that amount of people in here, I think goes to show how big he is.
Just a few other fights, just quickly mentioned. Gavin McDonald obviously capturing the European title. Adam Etches suffering a knockout to Sergei Kamitsky. And then the routine wins for Stephen Smith and Gavin, Frankie Gavin. And
Frankie Gavin, I think he was a bit nervous, you know, he wanted to impress, and you know, he got a win, looked okay, but obviously the big test comes now on May the 9th. I thought Gavin McDonald fight was a great fight. That kid was tough as nails. Gavin was really impressive, really accurate, and a Cinderella story for him, really. You know, Central Area titles and English titles and British titles and WBA and now European. And you know, you got to think that give him a couple more fights and he's a contender to start talking about world level like his brother. Etches' fight was a brutal fight from the first bell. I worried about that fight for Adam Etches because he hasn't operated at that level, and he just got hit by, you know, he took a couple of big shots and took them quite well, and just got hit by a huge right hand, and you know, the arena went quiet. It's one of those, you know, you've seen it before, like Brian Rose got stopped the other week. The arena just goes completely silent. And it's tough, you know, but you can come back from that. You know, he's young enough to, and he's got to learn, he's got to move his head, and he's not got to be sloppy with his jab like he was. And he's a good fighter, you know.
Just going back to Kell Brook, obviously he's saying that that's 30–40% Kell Brook.
Yeah, well, probably. I said 50 or 60, but I think that's about right. You know, he's had a lot to deal with, as we know, and you know, he wasn't as sharp as probably he was in the Porter fight, but look what he done. Look at the power, look at the speed, look at the accuracy. It's a great fight.
Okay, on to Newcastle now. Obviously you announced that Joshua will fight Jason Gavin. Everyone remembers Gavin from Prize Fighter, the Woo guy. But Newcastle show, I mean, minus obviously the headline act, which is unfortunate in Saunders and
I think Joshua was probably the headline, but I mean, the co-main event. It's disappointing. What can you do? A couple of weeks out, Bradley Saunders fractures his hand, has to have an operation the next day. What do you want to do about it? You know, we upgrade one fight to a Commonwealth title with a local kid on the bill. We've got John Lewis Dickinson against Stephen Simmons, a good fight. Joshua Gavin, Travis Dickinson. I've added Stephen Smith on the bill as well. You know, in an ideal world, Bradley Saunders on the card would have meant it was a great bill, but we lost it. So what do you want to do? I'll offer you a refund if you want it. If not, still come and have a great night. We added Stevenson against Beaker as well for Sky viewers, so they can watch it in the night. It's a tough game, you know, and sometimes you get bad luck, but you have to think on your feet, and you know, it's life, isn't it?
Absolutely. Something about Brook, innit, when that song comes on,
great,
and just the flicker of the phone. And
I know,
sorry.
I thought you were your hands in your pocket, just something about Kell Brook.
There is something about.
It's a special fighter, and you know, I feel like he arrived tonight, you know.
Make the big fights, get them done.
Mate, listen, one thing I think I can never be accused of is not trying to make the big fights. I'm sorry if sometimes they don't happen, but I want them just as much as you.
I'm going to try and seek out Kell Brook'S now.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right, thank you very much.
The answer will be ask Eddie.